Thinking I'm living so wild and dodging my truth. With greedy contempt, you will be consumed. Back from the dead, my demons exhumed. You only got enemies cause you lack empathy. Won't feel the pain till it's done to you. Forsaken, can you save us? I'm not a savior, fallen angel. I just can't believe it. That's inside my demons. Now I'm changing with the seasons.
All right, let's get it started.
Get it.
Yo, you know I just found out that the original version is Let's Get Retarded
Really?
for Black Eyed Peas, yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Like I had like when I was told that, it sounded vaguely familiar, but it wasn't like something I like knew off rip. So
Yeah.
like it kind of blew my mind.
I used to love that song a lot, and I was big on trying to find like the real version of songs when I was a kid. You know, I guess technically niggas shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah, you know, like politically correct and all.
You know what I mean? But fuck it, bro. I was a little nobody give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, like when we was kids, we didn't know the difference in that shit. Like,
you know what I mean? Like motherfuckers was paying. It was weird when people weren't playing music us around. Is how I feel. So I don't know. Like when I found that version, I was like 8. I heard it like a week later, and I thought that it was somebody making a parody. Because when I was a kid, I thought the fucking word retarded was actual like a funny term and not like an actual term for people to deal with like
like a condition or like offensive or whatever.
Like I was saying, oh, this is hilarious. They're saying retarded.
Yeah,
like,
just on some silly shit.
I was like, oh, that's the real song. Okay, cool. And just that was ironically that was around the time when retarded became like what people are now calling a slur and shit. Yeah, but that's before the world became all PC and shit. So whatever.
Definitely. Well, you're not really the type of person to like. I wouldn't say you're not the type. You're not really offensive or like shock value at all, but you're not PC by any means.
Yeah, bro.
When it comes to your music,
it's like, how do I word this for anybody that would potentially tune back into this and try to spin a narrative? on some defense mode shit. What would I say? I'll say I am absolutely by no means politically correct at all. Like, Ebonics is my native tongue. I don't fucking, you know what I mean? I cuss a bunch, bro. Like, but you know, I know how to make articulate points. But I had to check myself about being able to colorfully articulate bullshit and just like, you know, because motherfuckers be saying a whole lot of really pretty shit and don't be saying a whole lot of anything at the same damn time. And, you know, because it's so easy to bullshit your words when you're speaking Ebonics and just, you know, kind of flying off the handle and just saying whatever you want. It kind of challenges you to get more to the point of what you're saying, because all the cussing and stuff ain't on the filler words and stuff like that. So when you figure out the actual word you're trying to say, like, you know, when you're having those type of discussions, you can really come out the gate and just be like, no, that's what I meant the first time. Like, so I guess that plays into me not being very PC, because I very much so try to be big on just, no, like I said what I meant the first time I said it. Don't come in and like interpret it a different type of way. Don't try to read like a different meaning from what I told you, like, you know, initially, bro. Like, this is what it is. Like, take that for what it is and do what you will with that information and stuff. If that offends you, that's not my problem. You know what I mean? But I am mindful of offending people because I don't go out of my way to hurt anybody's feelings. But I also don't like when people try to like correct me when I know the intention behind my words is nowhere near offensive. You know what I mean? So
yeah, like you'll definitely stand by what you say, but you're not out here maliciously tearing nobody down.
In fact, bro, like I'm not finna, cause I've been bullied, bro. You know, most of my life. Like when I was a real little kid, bro, I was bullied bad. You know what I mean? Just for trying to be myself and shit. So I never look at nobody and like the first thing that I'm thinking on my mind is how do I fuck their day up or how do I make them feel small? You know what I mean? Like that's not shit that like circulates through my brain, bro. Literally. And,
see, it's kind of wild. I've heard bullying more in my adult life than like I did growing up.
That's
And
really
like
crazy.
I was never really exposed to it. But like as I've grown, as I've been an adult, I hear people like share stories and they talk about it. So then like I guess I was exposed to it, but I was
Mhm.
conditioned to I guess it just being a thing. Because when it doesn't happen to you, it's not like the weight of it doesn't seem like it's that.
Oh yeah,
And
bro.
like that's just kind of
It'll
crazy to me.
always yeah, it'll always hit different like when you go through it, bro. Like, shit, that's everything. I mean, fuck, bro. You hear your friend talk about, oh man, I'm really depressed. So what's going on, bro? Well, shit, I just watched my dad slap the shit out of my mom last night, and then like and he hit me. Then you're just kind of like,
Like,
holy
oh,
hell, you know what I mean? That
yeah.
sounds crazy, bro. Like I'm sorry you're going through that, but like when you go through it, bro, you clam up a whole different type of way, fam. You shut down a whole different type of way when you in it. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's everything, bro. It's like, I mean, shit. You're not. If anything, it's kind of a good thing you weren't exposed to that because that kind of stuff really like shapes people into their adult years, bro. And it's a very traumatic experience and stuff. Like I still got shit that I'm still coping with, bro. I'll be in defense mode for absolutely no reason and shit. Like I'll be ready to fight niggas, bro. Like a lot. Like
Yeah, you
I
said
just,
what'd you say? Defensive for no reason. I'm always up in arms. Was that
yeah,
escapism?
bro. That was truth.
Truth. Okay, yeah, truth. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, bro. I was very like, I was very shook time, bro. And it was very much so like, damn, dog. I feel like no matter how relaxed I get, I can't truly ever be relaxed because I'm so used to somebody coming through and like fucking that up for me. You know what I mean?
And I think
But
that
like,
is what caused like most. And when it happens early in your life, it causes people to like close up because like you feel like you can't even really be
mhm,
yourself without having to defend what that is.
yeah, bro, and like having to elaborate to people and shit, like why you're the way you are, like what happened in your life that made you this way, all type of shit, bro. Just
Hmm.
like people don't want to keep spinning that fucking narrative, and it's not that they're afraid to talk about it, but it's like you don't want to beat a dead horse. It's like I'm here now. Let's like figure out what I'm about to do here now instead of trying to figure out why shit was all fucked up back there. You know what I mean? So I I had to take it and just run, bro. You know what I mean? It hurt a lot,
Do
but
you ever
shit, I
come
just posted the
across?
other day.
Do you ever come across people who like not try to tell you how to deal with it, but like who I guess treat you that you should deal with it a certain way when like you're going through stuff?
Yeah, bro, that's shit. That happened during the holidays this year. Me and my damn mom. You know what I mean? Like it was a whole little thing, and she got like pissy at me on some like you make everybody miserable shit. You know what I mean? It was bad, bro. Like it got really bad. It was all because I was talking to my grandfather and expressing to my granddad like something my stepfather said that hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? And I was
Hmm.
just being really very unabashed about saying that to my grandfather, the man who essentially raised me. You know what I mean? It was very much so like I'm not trying to start no shit when I say this, but like, keeping it real, Papa, like, he said a little something like kind of got under my skin a little bit. Like that's literally how I said it. Just the whole way through, like my mom's in the background, like gaslighting me and stuff, telling me, and I'm just like, telling me how I feel. And I'm just like, no, I'm not trying to start no shit, bro. Like, but I'm expressing myself because he asked me to, you know what I mean? Asked me to talk about it. He asked me how life's going, what I'm dealing with, what I got going on, and
Hmm.
kept it real with him. And what's funny is in the exact same vein though, that type of stuff will have you out here like Kanye, bro, and have people looking at you crazy because you just expressing how you like genuinely feel in that moment. You know what I mean? And like people are always trying to ask you what's on your mind, and then when you talk about it, they tell you, "Oh, well, now is not the time for that." And I'm like, "Well, when the fuck is the time?"
Yeah.
So
Like, what do you think
how
about?
you
Well,
gonna
well, don't think about that. It's like what you.
exactly, bro?
And then when I feel like that's making me feel crazy, then I'm the crazy person. When it's like, no, y'all are making this happen. Like,
Yeah, because y'all are because people have a bad thing about invalidating people's emotions when they don't want to deal with them. You know what I mean? And it'll be your emotions are only as valid as much as the capacity I have to handle them. You know what I mean? As opposed
yes.
to
Once they feel like they
yeah, you
can't
know what
deal
I
with
mean?
it, then they're like, no, that doesn't really matter right now. Or it's like,
Hmm.
that's not what the problem is. I'm going to tell you this is what the problem is because I'm able to deal with this, but I'm not able to deal with what it really is.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you could tell somebody all day that you're fucked up behind them abusing you and shit. But if they feel like you deserved what you got, you can't you can't say nothing to that person, bro, because you literally can't say anything. It's like, no, like this is how it made me feel. Oh, you're so emotional. Here it goes being all about you again. And it's like, no, no, no. Like I'm trying to let you know how that made me feel. I'm not turning this into a just me thing. You're telling me to express myself, and I'm expressing myself. But now it's, oh, that's too much. I don't want to deal with that. Forget it. I don't want to talk about it. Yo, my God, you stress me out so bad. Like, just it's you. People are really good at gaslighting, but when the light's on them, they're all, oh, now you don't want to listen to how I feel. Oh, you're selfish. You're this. You're that. And it's like, no, bro. Like you do it to me all the time, and that's not being bitter. That's just facts, bro. And that kind of stuff makes even the most open person on the planet want to clam up and not talk to any damn body. You know what I mean? Just shut up and even not even come around their friends type shit, bro. Like shit gets gruesome when you invalidate people's emotions because that's like all humans have,
Yeah,
you know,
that's like their
as
expression
opposed
of who
to
they are at that moment. Like,
exactly, bro. And you can't stifle that. You can't fucking like just put a muzzle on it and then be like, oh, what's wrong with you? Well, I tried to fucking talk about that last week. And you told me
hmm
that I was doing the most. You know what I mean? So
yeah. They see
why
in
why
those moments is when it's like reflection is most important because a lot of
um,
people will say it's like it's easy to say when someone else is doing something to them, but it's like you got to look at yourself in those moments to making sure that you're giving the person you're dealing with in whatever situation that same courteous. Because what I've noticed is that when I speak about things like this, um, people kind of take it like almost as an attack in that situation when it's like I'm not really exempt to nothing I'm saying. I'm trying to just like level with you on how we feel in the situation. And if we can both be honest and say that, then like that vicious cycle won't continue to happen where it's like you're
exactly.
invalidating my feelings or gaslighting what you really did. And it's like we can get to a common ground and move forward from it.
Exactly, because the issue is like the issue ultimately is the common ground, bro. And it's I love that you put that way because like people have this really annoying quality, and I'm talking humans, like period, that
Mm-hmm.
they just do not like to even so much as entertain the thought of somebody being like this to them. You know what I mean? Like they're here, you're here. No people, nobody on a subconscious level, nobody likes that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And but again, for you to not like that, the only way to get past that is to find common ground so that no one's above anybody. We're seeing eye to eye now. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
it's you gotta, I don't know, people need to find empathy, bro, because everybody is very everybody is as selfish as they try to make people out to be for doing for themselves.
Yeah.
And then when people try to do for themselves, it turns into a whole thing where it's like, oh, you ain't never looking out for nobody. Well, I don't have shit, bro. Like, what am I supposed to be giving to this situation? Am I supposed to save shit for me so I can have something to give, or am I supposed to give you everything every time I get any damn thing? Because if
Yeah.
that's the case for the second one, you can't be mad at me for not having any fucking thing because you're bleeding me dry. But at the same
Exactly.
time, in the same vein, the first part is the first step to being generous is to be selfish, bro. You have to take care of you. I can't give you a bunch of shit that I don't have, bro. You know what I mean? So and people are takers, bro.
I
People are
think that's
big
something people
on
can that's something people can learn for like romantic relationships, like which literally what you just said, I can't give you something that I don't have. So it's like if you
exactly
don't like love yourself or like value what's going on within yourself, you can't expect to be able to do that with somebody else. And you can't expect that from someone else either.
facts, bro. And you can't expect compassion from someone that's not bred of that. You know what I mean? Like you have to like as tedious as people make that type of stuff out to be, bro, regardless of where you come from, unless you two come from very similar backgrounds and that is anybody. That is a parent child relationship. That is a sibling relationship. That is a marriage. That's a boyfriend girlfriend situation. Like, if you do not come from similar, if not almost mirror image backgrounds as the person you're dealing with, you're going to have to teach them how to deal with you to any capacity that you can handle, because that's the only way to get around forming a new relationship, especially if you keep going. And on top of that, if you come from a place where you're not very comfortable with your roots and stuff, you're only going to surround yourself with a bunch of energy that is reminiscent of home, even though home leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But now the energy's from outside. So now it's not even the shit that you have at home. It's different shit that's probably 5 times more fucked up, but they're processing it the same way as you. So
Yeah.
now you have these people who don't fucking know you
It's almost
who
in the
are
sense of
projecting
like
their energy.
it's almost in the sense of like the damaged situation bred another damaged situation. Like
Exactly.
it becomes like what I said earlier, it becomes a cycle because like you just said, for the example I'll take from what you just said is like a parent-child relationship. So it's like if you're mirroring that, then it's just gonna only continue to grow and grow as you have your own children. So it's like if you
Facts, bro.
don't like reconcile that relationship and find that common ground with like your parents, it's gonna be kind of difficult unless you plan to like break that cycle with your seed. And like that's just really important because it's
Oh,
like
that
hella
is
parents out there
so
nowadays.
fundamental.
I don't know if it's just because I'm getting to that age where it's like common for everyone to have kids, but it kind of seems like there's way more parents nowadays than there were probably like 6, 7 years ago.
Bro, oh my God, yes.
Like,
Oh my goodness. Like literally I thought I was tripping when I felt that way, bro. Like seeing
okay.
somebody pregnant was like a rarity. You know what I mean? Like people were
Yeah,
like, oh shit,
like
you're pregnant, bro. Like
now it's like
now it's
shit. I'll bet you too.
you're right.
Get in line, like get in line. The pregnant one's
It's
over
like
there, like
oh,
the dad's
it
over
went from
there.
fucking bro, facts. Like it went from fucking, oh my God, you're pregnant. That's so good to damn another one. Like everybody's having like 2, 3, 4 babies and shit, and we like
Mm-hmm.
24, 25, 26. And I'm just like, nigga, what?
And it's like, hey, I got something from the last baby shower at this point. Like, come on.
No, bro, like y'all got it. Cause I'm cool, bro. I cannot, not right now anyway. Like
Yeah, definitely.
you know, and that goes past being able to provide as a man, the way that I would like to when I become a father. It goes into my spiritual growth, bro. It's like, where the fuck is my spirit at to make me think that I would even fucking be able to deal with a damn kid right now? You know what I mean? Like
To be able to guide that spirit. Yeah.
exactly. And
Because you
that's
got to even be able to set them on a journey. Like, you can't really tell them where to
come
go.
on, bro.
You got to be
Because they're gonna
centered
be
enough
looking
to.
at you. They're gonna be looking at you like, Dad, what do I do now? You can't fucking hit your kid with, oh, I don't know. I just kind of went outside and winged it, bro. You should
Like,
just
you
do
got
the
to bump
same. Like,
yourself on the head
oh,
a few times. Like,
come on,
Dad,
see,
look
yo,
what Dad's gotten us so far. Like,
exactly, bro. Like that,
yeah.
the world will eat your baby alive, bro, and not apologize, fam. And like, I'm
Oh, hell
talking to
no.
the point where that motherfucker is.
They'll
You know what I
eat your
mean?
baby
Like that
alive and tell
shit'll
you it's your fault.
facts,
Yeah.
facts, bro. And then fit the corpse on your front door, being like, see, that's what you get for telling them to come outside. I mean,
Stupid
deal
kid should
with
have
it.
stayed on
And
the
then it's just
stoop.
like, exactly, bro. And just like it's fucked up when you just tell your kid to just go out and into the world, my nigga. No, bro. I saw this post on Facebook, bro, that I ain't felt so hard in forever, my dude. Like this fucking post said, I don't know about y'all, but my kids ain't getting shit out the mud at all, bro. I'm not letting my child get anything out of the mud. There is no such thing as get it out the mud, figure it out for yourself when I become a father, bro. When I'm a dad, my kid is going to have a trust fund. My kid is going to have investment funds set up by me. My kid is going to be an extra line of credit on my credit card when my shit is fixed, my nigga. So I can make sure that my baby, when they hit 18, can go get a crib and be comfortable and then still be able to come talk to dad about, hey, my car's messed up. Think you could help me? Hey, I'm a little short on rent. Sure, cool. I make like 100,000 plus a year. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I don't need to be worried about how I'm about to help my kid and, oh, can you pay me back? Like, no, my nigga, like that's my baby. My baby
Where
doesn't
do
need to
you
pay me back.
No, go ahead. My bad. I don't want to cut you off.
You good, bro. I didn't want to cut you off and shit.
Okay,
I get
okay. Where do you think that mentality comes from for a parent to feel like that their child has to struggle to learn? Do you think that always comes from them feeling like they have to do it so that someone else should do it, or do you think that's like a systematic thing?
I think that's very much so systemic because everybody is struggling, and that's what nobody really like ultimately talks about. Everybody's doing bad, bro. That's what people don't like to discuss. 1,700 millionaires are bred every single day in America, but you become a millionaire over time, and that like depends on when you start to hustle and save your money under that, under that facet, bro, under that guise. You have to lay those bricks down. You don't become a millionaire overnight unless you hit the fucking lottery.
Mm-hmm.
So people often feel like their kids should struggle as they have because most people I realize have this big, oh, it builds character kind of mentality about it. You know what I mean? Like they don't want their kid to be too sheltered. They
Yeah,
want their kid to like experience life. And it's like, bro, your child can still experience life and
definitely.
experience the
That comes with
spectrum of emotions.
teachings.
And they, come on, bro, and that's your job as a fucking parent.
Exactly.
I'm no father, my nigga, but one thing I wish I had from my dad, because I was fatherless and shit coming up. I had
Okay.
shit. I'm on stepdad number 3, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's,
Got you. See, that's
uh,
something I can't really identify with.
yeah, you know what I mean, bro. Like it's a weird science, bro, because it's different for everybody. But like something I wish my dad had did was at least stick around and teach me like what it's like to be a man and shit. Because I grew up not only fatherless, but I had a little sister. I didn't have a little brother. You know what I mean?
Got
So
you.
and no older brother. I was the oldest, but I was raised by my mom, and I was watching her come in and out of these toxic ass relationships and shit, bro. And I'm just like, damn, do guys suck or does my mom suck? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, just
You had kind
I
of like a
don't.
fucked up view of like what it is to be a man, and it's like, well,
Yeah,
I'm just
bro.
gonna like do it the best way I feel like
Not
it should be done.
big facts, bro. And like,
Okay.
it's not even just. It goes deeper than just what it's like to be a man for me, bro. So early on, it was damn. Is that what fucking romance looks like? All right, cool. Like,
Mhm.
just you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it was
Yeah. I guess it does go deeper than that. It goes into the
exactly, bro. It went
relationships. It
it
goes
went
into
into,
socializing.
oh, is this how I make friends, my nigga? Like, is this how I
Yeah.
talk to people when I'm excited? Like this, like I saw a bunch of shit that I probably wasn't supposed to see when I was a shorty, bro. But getting around the right people when I was able to make my own decisions and get around people who were different from the people that were at home, like we said earlier, you know what I mean? I was able to see how people operate. I was able to see how fathers treat their sons, how kids should feel comfortable coming to their dads and how their cousins help build them up when their brothers and their sisters can't, and all kind of shit, bro. And I'm just like, damn, you know, one end of the spectrum, you like, damn, must be nice, but then the other end is like, well, somebody got to pick the pieces up, bro. I can't just sit here and sulk and be mad that I ain't got them. I mean, shit, I got like decent people that I can look up to, that I can like check out and like learn from. Like, I was just thinking about this in the whip on the way home today, bro. Like, I can genuinely say that I'll talk to my homies, bro, and like ask them, whether they're the father or they got kids that are my age or shit, they are the person that's my age and they got a little baby. Like I'll ask them, like, hey, bro, what's the most important lesson that you learned from your father, bro? You know what I mean? Like, or ask their father, like, hey, yo, how did you kind of get over the emotional humps of like what you went through in life? And like, how did you like deal with it and still pick yourself up and be able to get to it? You know what I mean? How do you process emotions? What do you tell your son when you want him to come talk to you? Like, I'll ask all type of shit like that because I want to have those tools and at least be able to say, damn it, like, I spoke to somebody. I got my lessons from somewhere. I
Hmm.
didn't just, you know,
That's
I
good
didn't
that
go
you're
out
able to
here
have
and
that
wing it the way.
conversation.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of fucking bravery to be able to even ask anybody that because that exposes you, on your own chessboard, bro. That shows motherfuckers, oh, he is depraved of this. He doesn't have this. He's never had that. Like
Yeah.
he's 24, 25 asking me that
Hmm.
question. That's some shit I taught my son when he was 13. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
And that's really
just
for the person in that situation. It's really a risk because, like you said, you're exposing yourself. It's kind of like putting
yeah,
yourself out
dude.
there. It's like I have to be able to trust this person to even be able to get something to discern from.
Exactly, bro. Because
It's
then you
like you're
gotta
not gonna
trust the
obviously
information.
take anything word for word, but you gotta at least be able to trust that whatever they give you, that there's some discernment in there that you can like take something
Yeah.
positive out of it.
You gotta, man, it's interesting how life treats everybody. You know what I mean? Like everybody has a very, very unique story, a very unique experience, but like in the exact same thing, we don't. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
there's
Cause like the
there's a
joke
ton
on
of
Twitter, like
people.
how we all live the same life, the same
Yeah,
childhood or
bro.
whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
Fact, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like little shit. Like everybody was drawing suns in the corner of their picture, and like you thought you were the only kid doing that and shit. Like,
Type
yeah, bro,
shit.
all
Just
type
some
of shit. It
random
was
shit.
like this.
Like everybody learn how to do the S with the like the 6 lines and
Yeah,
shit.
bro. The
Like
little three,
who
the
fucking
little
taught
three
us that
lines,
shit?
and
Where
then
did we
the.
learn that shit at? Like
I
that's
wish
just
I
a tool
knew.
in the
All I
matrix,
knew
man. I
is
swear.
it is, bro. And
That
I
shit's
thought it
just
was some shit like I
that's
thought it
like
meant like
something that was like
Southside or some shit.
coded through a back door into the
I
system.
I promise, because like to this day, no one knows where the fuck it came from.
Man, the origins of that shit gotta be elite. Like, and we don't even know. We just,
bro, I'm talking like that has to be an occult symbol or something.
yeah,
Dude.
like if you're familiar with the Avatar: The Last Airbender, how they had the kids pick the toys to figure out which one the Avatar was. Like that's some shit like that. It was like, hey, whoever draw that shit right breaks the code.
Exactly, bro. I don't know. We all had a very strange existence. I've come to grips with that at the right age of 25.
Yeah, that shit crazy. It's the same plane, so I feel like it's a lot of commonalities. Common, is that a word?
Promise, dude.
I'm gonna work with that. Yeah, that's a word.
Commonality. I believe.
Yeah, that's a word. Fuck it. If not, they'll Google it later. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. But I do want to get into talking about music though. Well, your music specifically, because I believe the first time I ever heard you, and like, correct me if I'm wrong, did you have a song called Renegade back in the day?
I did. Yes, I did.
Yes, that was the first time I ever heard you. And
wow, that was your first track for me?
Yeah, that was the first track I ever heard from you. It was like crazy. Marcus had sent it to me on SoundCloud one day. Just ran. I remember it like it was yesterday for some reason. I was like driving over the bridge on 38th Street by the fucking TGI Fridays.
Okay.
And like he sent it to me. I was on my brother's house. He used to live over there. And I listened to it and I was like, it's cool that it's called Renegade, but like I'm not really like, all right, whatever. But then when I heard Corona in 2017, I said, whoa, this is the same nigga you sent me the song. I was like, maybe I was tripping because this shit slapping. So
respect, bro. Thank you.
Ever since I heard Corona, I really been fucking with your shit. And that was 2017, right?
Yeah, dropped that officially November 3rd, 2017. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Finished the song in October and dropped it in November. So yeah, 2017 though. 3 years, man.
Okay. And had you ever put a project out by then?